Hi everybody, this is Amy. These are pre-recorded instructions for High School Ceramics Period 4 for May 18th through the 22nd. First, please read through the instructions before you do the form so you understand what's going on. And then by the end of the day that we meet live, which is Tuesday, please make sure you fill out these forms. I'm going to click this link, make sure it goes to the right one, and here it is. Yes, please fill this out. It's very important that I know what's going on. I've gotten some really good information from you. This is really important for me to know where you are with your projects, so please let me know what you're working on this week. This is how I'm doing attendance from now on. If you do not fill out the forms, you're going to be marked absent until you fill it out. So since we meet on Tuesday every week, please fill that out by the end of the day Tuesday. The pre-recorded instructions will be in links right here in our OneNote. And if you can make the live Teams meeting, that's really helpful because from now on, our live Teams meeting will be questions and people sharing their work, okay? You need to be able to understand what's going on by watching these pre-recorded instructions and taking an ownership in your learning now. Because if you're one of those people that's going off to a program or college or training or whatever you're doing, or if you're continuing high school big picture, remote learning is going to be part of the way of your life. And most of you do a pretty good job with attending the meetings, but then I don't see any work done. I have 2 handfuls of people who've done nothing since March 13th. I find that very unfair, that there are some people working really hard, and then there are some of you who are not doing anything. These projects are student-centered. They're based on your interests. I'm here to help you express yourself in some kind of visual format that might actually help you in many, many ways, whether it's just dabbling in something that you're interested in, or getting out of bed and doing something other than texting your friends or watching videos, which I know are exciting and wonderful. But I want you to be doing something with yourself that's meaningful. So these projects are crafted for you. And if I'm working harder than you, then there's something wrong here. I want to make sure that what you're turning in is something that isn't just a waste of your time or you're just going through the motions. I want you to surprise your family or your teachers or your peers. I want you to make things that they're going to go, oh my gosh, wow, that's really moving. Maybe you write a poem and you go and take some photographs that go with it. Maybe you create your own book. You don't have to write in the book. Maybe you build the book. But if you need help with these projects, you need to schedule a time with me and we will just talk because I have lots of resources to help you. If you don't have materials and you're struggling with that, please let me know because we still have a little bit of money in our budget and I can have some materials sent to you. I have lots of materials here, and if there's something that you really need, I could have someone deliver it to you. So please don't give up on this. I know that this is hard for everybody, but the sculpture project, I have so many people who haven't done it, and that was so long ago. The personal expression project, basically most of the OneNotes are empty, and it's, I don't know what to say about that. So yes, I'm grading work. If you want to talk about your grades, I'm happy to talk about them with you. I would love to be able to put in summative assessments for everyone, but I'm not allowed to do that really. So it's really on you. So don't give up on yourself. You can totally do this. And that little talk goes right into the personal expression project for the week that we're working on. I want you to make sure that you're revising and completing your work this week. I've extended these deadlines out. I changed the dates, as you can see on the calendar. If you have feedback in your OneNote, please go and read it. Please talk with your family. Show your friends your images of your work or talk to them about your ideas. That's going to help you the most. If you want to book a session with me and Alexander to go through your ideas and talk, we are happy to sit on Teams and chat through some ideas and you can show us your work, okay? Because Alexander is a fantastic help and, being an AP art student and lots of experience with drawing and illustration, he has a lot to offer. So you could also reach out to him if you would like. From 18th to the 29th of May is going to be your reflection time. That's a lot of time. That's for those of you who get your project finished and you want to work on your artist statement, okay? But for those of you who need that extra time to get it done, you have plenty. So I'm going to say the cutoff date for this entire project is May 29th. That's a lot of time for you to get this all done, okay? Please make sure that you put your artist statement here. This is in your OneNote. If you have any issues with your OneNote tabs and they're not quite right, just copy paste from the content library or let me know, okay? If you're not sure about the artist statement, here's the information on the artist statement and the flow chart. And then hopefully that looks familiar to you because we've used it before. Oops, I went back to the calendar and I clicked on the wrong class. So let's go to your class. Here we go. Okay, so when I'm going through and I'm looking at the next thing, so websites. Most of you have a website. I want you to go and check to make sure that your website link is correct. So they're all listed right here. Oh, there's even some feedback here. Wow. So there's a couple of people who don't have one, and I noticed that some people have added theirs. Thank you very much. Make sure that yours is listed. That's very important. And then you need to add your personal expression project and your artist statement to your website. It won't take you too long. You may have to have, oh, what do I do? How do I do this again? How do I post? Right. Here's the rubric for posting. It's really simple. It's just making sure it looks good, making sure it's clean and aesthetically pleasing, and that your learning and your evidence of learning is presented well. It's only 3 grades. It's 2, 3, and 5 on the standards, okay? I'll make it simple. If you're really not sure about your websites, oh, here they are. I made these videos a long time ago on how to do Weebly. If you're just like, oh, how do I embed a video? Just click on that. Or, oh, I need to go, I don't understand the navigation. Just look at these to see what you need help with building your website. If you need specific help, book a time with me and you can share your screen with me and we'll talk through it. I've done that so many times last week. I have lots of booking times with students to help. And it was actually really fun. And we got to talk about what you're doing and other things. So it's nice. Let's see. So that's basically everything, revising and completing, and then starting to work on your reflection. I've gone ahead and put in next week's in here just because this week and next week overlap with the reflection. I'm not going to bog you down with more work. I think you have plenty to do. The other thing, though, in this week's plan is I want you to consider if you have a design element for your Freedom or Senior project that you want to create for the next project. I want you to start thinking about that and start planning it. I'm going to write that in right now. Plan it, okay? If you don't, and you're like, no, I'm not going to do that. I have something else going on. I'm coding something or I'm creating something else. Then we're going to have a choice project that you're going to be working on. Very similar to personal expression project, but a little bit different, okay? So last thing, if you have a question or you need help, please go to my booking site, pick a time, pick a date, add your information, click book, and then it will go straight to my calendar. And then if it doesn't work for me, I will reschedule that at another time with you. All right, so thank you very much, and I will see you in our live session.